Florence is said to be the cradle of Renaissance. This is essentially where Renaissance began. When going to Florence, you will realize that the historical center of Florence is quite small, and so you should be in the midst of all the action when you go there. In this video, I will help you identify the best location along with the hotels to stay in Florence. First things first, if this is your first time to Florence, you need to stay right next to the Duomo. The exterior of the basilica is faced with polychrome marble panels in various shades of green and pink bordered by white, and it was one of the most breathtaking sights I have ever seen. You just want to stand there for hours and stare at the enormous structure. Staying in this area, you will be at walking distance from all the major attractions such as the Palazzo Vecchio, Piazza Signoria, Uffizi Gallery, Piazza della Repubblica, Ponte Vecchio and Galleria dell'Accademia, which is basically where the statue of David is. The train station will also be at a maximum of a 10 to 15 minute walk. There are also taxis available from the Firenze station, and you will reach any of the hotels we will recommend within 5 minutes. Next comes to the cost. Obviously, if there is one rule of travel, it is that a place close to all the major sightseeing will always be super expensive, isn't it? Well, we didn't find this to be very true for Florence. There are many hotels and Airbnbs in and around the bylanes of the Duomo. The trick just lies in finding them out and understanding which is the good one. Thankfully for you, we have already done this homework. Our first recommendation is the hotel called Maxim Axial. The Maxim Axial is located in a lane between the Duomo and Piazza della Repubblica, making it extremely safe, and you can roam around the area well past midnight with the hotel at walking distance. The rooms are extremely clean and comfortable, if not luxurious. They have elevators, which is a huge plus, as in many historical buildings of Florence, elevators are not available, and so sometimes you need to lug around your luggage for 3 to 5 stories. They have a beautiful spread of breakfast, the highlight of which are the Nutella croissants, and you literally cannot stop at one. The cost for a 2-night stay is around 23,000 and 3 nights is 33,000, and around 2 to 3 nights are the minimum nights which are needed to stay in Florence. This is a real steal deal considering the location and the free breakfast. Next, we have the Di Firenze Hotel, which stands at around €103 per night, which is around 9,200 rupees for a standard double room, as you will get discount if you book directly from their site, which is www.dfirenze.eu. However, please note there is no breakfast available at this place. It is a self-check-in, so please keep the instructions and the codes at hand before checking in. The owner, however, is very prompt on WhatsApp and will help you real time. Our third recommendation is Hotel Bigelow, which can be booked for around 10,000 rupees per night and also includes breakfast. This is a completely no-frills hotel, and it has the best location, which is right next to the Duomo. Please ensure you do not get the room next to the elevator, as it can get a little bit noisy over there. Another recommendation, which is at a higher tier, is the B&B Hotel Firenze Loris al Duomo. 2 nights at this place will cost you around 33,000 rupees, and it includes a good spread of breakfast on the roof terrace. Last but not the least, if you do want to splurge money, we recommend the Hotel Brunelleschi, which is set in a converted church and Byzantine tower dating from the 6th century. The cost per night is quite high at 35,000 rupees. The bedrooms are beautiful and elegant, and you will receive a brochure to understand the history of the building. If you have money and the desire to spend it, please go to this hotel and get completely steeped in the history. Please bear in mind that that Europe is an extremely popular tourist destination, and so please be sure to book your hotels months in advance, as most of these affordable places are the first ones to get booked. All the places suggested have a luggage storage facility, an AC and an elevator. In case you're doing your own booking in Florence and do not book any of the hotels that we have given, please be sure to ask about all these three things if they are available at your hotel as well, because this is not a given in most of the European towns. Do not book a self-drive car if staying in Florence. It is a small walkable cobblestone town with hardly any place for parking. If you've booked a self-drive car to explore the Tuscan areas, we recommend you stay in an Airbnb with free parking which is near to the T2 tramline stop. Travel to the city center by the tram itself and leave your car behind. We have given a couple of Airbnb recommendations in the description. Also, in many cities in Italy such as Florence, Venice, there is an additional tourist tax which has to be paid to the hotel directly while checking in. It is not a huge fee, but please set aside around 2,000 to 3,000 rupees for this tax. These are our favorite stays in Florence. Please do leave your comments if you have any other recommendations apart from the ones in this video. If you enjoyed this video and the information, please like this video and subscribe to my channel Wandering Wisdom and Explorers Essential.